Hey, this is John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the Super Black by Mad Professor. Before I tell you about it, take a second and push the shiny red button below somewhere and subscribe. Okay, thanks very much. So let me tell you about this. The Finland-based Mad Professor wanted to offer a stomp box right here that's going to give you all those beloved Fender black panel tones in a box. And as you can tell from my friends here behind me, black panel Fender amps, that's my jam. I love those. And I love the idea of having a pedal that allows me to get that kind of tone anywhere. So that's the goal. And I think, as we'll find out, they came really close. The Fender black panels, the secret to that, many engineer nerds argue, is the AB763 circuit. They've incorporated that into this pedal to give you that, and I think it sounds pretty close. Let me show you what we're doing. We're running this pedal, unlike most overdrives that run in front of your amp. This one's made to go through the effects loop. So to record this right now, I'm running my Telecaster straight into it. A little bit later, I'll try some humbuckers so you can hear what it does with that as well. But we're running it directly, I'm running the guitar directly into a valve chain Trenton, which I'm miking with an SM57. It's going into Pro Tools and out to you. And I've got this running through the effects loop. A little later, we'll try it through a Boss Katana so you can hear how it kind of livens up a solid state amp. This is a tube amp, and there's our bass tone. You can see nothing wrong with that, but say you want a little more, use this thing. The ingredients across the top are a 3-band EQ and a gain, and then there's a volume, presence, bass cut, and then over here, this gets into the whole 2 pedals for 1 deal. This is their honey drive circuit. Now, most black panel Fender amps do not have a mid-range. The Twin does, but most of the other ones don't. This one does, and I love that. I love that you can boost it up. Right now, I'm going pretty much flat, but if I really want to make those mids cut, love that. Say you want a little bit more bottom end, and who doesn't? Now, I'm not particularly loud, but this really livens up this amp. Okay, right here is the ingredients I think most of you will like the best. See, it's the gain. So at a relatively modest volume, to me, that's a glorious tone. But if we want it real clean, no problem. love it. Now, let's look at this honey drive. Well, that's got some stank to it, doesn't it? Let me roll it back a little bit. Keep the drive down, it's a nice boost with just a little bit of gain. And then put on this compressor, which is great for a telly and a black panel sound. Dial up that dirt. Now when you add it with this, it really does sound like a different amp. Okay, for funsies, let's try the 355 so you can hear what it does with humbuckers. So here we are in humbucker land, and I'm just going to go back to the Okay, right down here is a bass cut. Let's put that in. And here's our bass tone. This pedal has a ton of gain. So it's you can get yourself in some trouble if you really goose it like that. Let me bring up the gain a little bit so you can hear what it does like that. Man, I like the mids up there too. And then put them both together. Okay, now let's really go crazy and try it with the Katana. Okay, here's our bass tone. Nothing wrong with that, but let me just kind of layer flat and see what we get. I think this amp, it makes a profound difference, particularly with tube amps. I mean, with solid state. To me, it just sounds much more alive. Even at a modest volume. Back to our bass tone. A little bit of presence. What excites me about this pedal is oftentimes I use backline amps, so it gets me into something that I'm not crazy about. Oftentimes a backline amp's a little lackluster. They're picked more for durability than tone. But I like the idea of having this on my pedal board, so no matter what I plug into, I can get it dialed in fairly close to what I'm more accustomed to. So to read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. While you're online, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz. In fact, have the hard copy sent right to your home. I know I do. This is John Bollinger. Till next time.